Yo, stocks 5150. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? We live, yo. And guess what else? Today is Monday. Thank God it's Monday. I feel good about it being Monday. What I'm doing is something I shouldn't do. Starting off. One, I'm on night shift and I'm trading already. You can see that, right? Two, I already made my money. So I'm good. Um, I had a come up, was relatively not on purpose, which those are the best ones. I'm gonna talk you through it. Let's see. Go to the contract over here. We had go to the 4 hour. We can go to the what is this? Yeah, right here. Go to the 4 hour, and we can see. You can't really see it here. Let's do 1 hour. See this gap up right here? Yesterday or Friday, what happened was I was in a position and the market closed out and it went down and pulled down. So I was down over the weekend $500, right? Kicking myself. I even made an entry in my journal about it. I think somewhere along here, whatever. But I think is this it? 25? No, that's something else. But either way, I will say this. If you look at this, see the price is 25,255 and now the price is 25,828. All I need to do is go long. You see what I'm saying? That's all I need to do. 25,260, 25,860. Just go long. Just stay long. Right now, just stay long. 25,316, 25,8. You see what I'm saying? And this one, I don't know why. Oh, that was Netflix. That's that drop. At any rate, I was in a position over the weekend and I didn't intend on being in that position. That's when I came up with this whole thing. I was talking about a strategy and stuff, what I'm gonna do for 4 hours and all that crap. Well, DJT announced that him and Xi Jinping gonna come out with a deal, and the Besson said that the tariffs are off the table far as the 100. Wait a minute, what is going on here? Hmm. Let me see. I think I got too many. All right, let's just measure this move right here. This first hour. Let's do that retracement. Well, we'll do it from here and to here. All right, the low on this was market opens in 6 minutes. The low on this is 24. It's 497. 497. 497. Close enough. And the high. So far, we done sit this 3 times, 3 dojis in the past hour. So we just been sitting flat for the past 3 hours. That being said, we don't know what to do. Well, they're just stalling out right now. But this is definitely bullish. But let's see. So, but we don't know. 852, 848, 846, 842. So 852 is the high. 25, 852. 25, close. 25, 853. 25, 852. Boom. All right. So, and this gives us up to what time is this for? This is for the 27th, 9 o'clock. So, Slide this over a little bit, just to the end of the day. All right. We can see though right now we're sitting at the 76.4. We're sitting in between and right. We keep touching the 25, 851, 852 level. It's one, two, three, four touch points. So we are, I don't know if we're going down or not, but this is definitely looking at bullish. Bull flag, right? OBS is disconnected. Reconnecting. All right. So we're gonna stay off this contract. We're not gonna trade anymore on this. We did 13 trades over here. Where we are gonna go is we're gonna do our 4 hour strategy. Remember we was talking about that? This 4 hour strategy. If you don't remember, don't recall. 4 hour strategy right here. Use the 4 hour time frame. Use the next contract, which is March 2026. Enter long on the lower brand touch and no shorts due to quantitative easing by the Fed. Oh, no shorts. And what am I doing already? In a freaking short, bro. What the? And I don't think I'm doing a four. All right. You know what? Let me just get out of this because this is definitely not a Bollinger Band touch. This is at the high. Let's um let's see what happens when the market opens up. If it's gonna pull up or if it's gonna run up. All right, we got a couple minutes. Let's put a Bollinger Band on here. Let's take a look and see where we at on here. Are we in the lower band? No, but this is on the 15 minute. 4 hours. What I need to be looking at. In the upper band. So in the upper band, I said no shorts, but I mean I'm playing a short because I mean it could be hyperextended and it could go more, but this is see how small it is. That's a slight pullback right there. But that's all I would need right here. I just would like to get down to I think I did 26 even. So a pullback to this level right here to 26, the bottom of that candle, and that'll get me green. That's all I need. I'm not trying to. All right, market's open, and what are we doing? Our first move is our best move, and our best move is the last one. So we are going up. That's what it looks like. We're running up. Let's switch over to active and see what we're looking like. And it's going. Yep, we're pumping up. Pumping up. Getting the gas. Now remember what I'm in is up for us to come back down to 26 right here. That's what that position I have for that short, which I'm not supposed to be short, and I know. But just one contract, just to see what happens if I can capitalize on the pullback, if we have a pullback at all, to 26. I went in at 26.79, so that'd be 79 points to the downside. All right. Again, we did what we needed to do. I don't think that we're gonna go crazy parabolic. I don't know because we could. But this one right here can play out because again, this is a March contract. So I got time. But then I have the capital. Look at that. We already bounced up and we already at the one. That's crazy. Pushing up higher. So we starting off with a gap up. So gap rules. How do I show that? I don't need to show that. But you can see here, this is on the 5 minute and that's a pretty good range right there. Boom. From there to there. So in the first 5 minutes, we broke up above 26,114, 26,114. So we'll adjust that. Got us a new high. Okay, so what will we do? Will we pull back our 14 and our 50? What are we looking like? They are flat. Everything is flat on the 5 minutes. So, it could be just building, but this is basically a big doji right here. If we go to the 15 minute, well, nothing's happening yet because we just opened up. We got 2 minutes, 3 minutes left on this candle, and we're still running up. We're going up, heading to the upside. And again, like I said, this is I'm playing to the downside, which is really technically against what I said I was going to do. But that gap has me nervous, I won't lie. And we're also, let's look at this chart again. The 4 hour trade on this that I'm supposed to be doing on this one is trading from the bottom of the Bollinger Band. So I'm supposed to be patient and wait for it to either get down here, which can happen. Which what is that? 25 158, or it'll probably come up and be here like 2600 or so. And when it touches the bottom of the Bollinger Band, that's when I'm supposed to go long. That's the strategy. Here we are at the top. Conversely, I guess I'm not. I said I wasn't gonna short in today's environment, but here I am, right? And honestly, it looks like that might. I know it's still going. 1 minute in on the 5 minute candle. It is to the upside, but it's not as strong as you would think. 2890. It's like it's running into some resistance already. Let's shrink this down, see what these ticks look like. Not for the 1 minute. Hmm. Yeah, it looks like it ran up, ran out of gas, came back within the band, so it didn't even stay outside the band long at all. It broke out of the band on the 1 minute, came right back in. So if we trade this like on a 1 minute, then the bottom of our Bollinger Band would be where we are short at, and I'm supposed to be long. But that's on a 4 hour time frame. This I'm trading. This is a just a quick trying to play off this gap fill if we have a gap fill. So right now you see we're coming into what is that called? Target price action. So we're down here now. We're below where we at 2654. So we're at the bottom of the Bollinger Band on the 1 minute. Pretty crazy on that. Look at that. All right. Go to the 5 minute. Let's see what we're looking like. That's a crazy swing. So we started off from there. Now we're down here, heading back down. We need 2600 even. We're wicking at 2650. So we're on the bottom side of the Bollinger Band now. So this is where, if we were on a 4 hour, we would go long. You see what I'm saying? On the 15 minute, what is that? I forgot. Inverted hammer or something like that. I don't know what those candles are called. But on the 15 minute, you can see here, we are touching at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. Um, bearish. We're curling. Nice. All I need is 2600. We need 50 more points down to the downside. See what we're looking like on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we're still up high. Curling, but look at that. That's just a doji. You see? Long ways from there. But that would be wild if I shorted it into there. What would that be? That would be 25, 730. But I'm only shorting to here. Really not trying to be greedy with this. Yeah, I'm not trying to be greedy with this contract at all. All right, so curling and a little push back up now. Coming back within the band. It's wild too. Whenever it pops outside of the Bollinger Band, it pulls back within the band. So it doesn't stay outside the band long. Nothing. You know? So we had 10. I mean, we were down earlier. I could have took that 40 and ran with it. Remember, 40 a day gives you 10 G's, right? Does it? I don't know why I keep saying that. I don't even know if that math is right. Let me see something. 40 times 200. 8. Okay, 40 a day. So it must have been 50 a day, I said. What is it? I think it's 50 a day times 200 is 10. Yeah, 50. All right. All right, so we're back up again. So within the Bollinger on the 1 minute, looks like that's gonna we found our range though. We're at 9:38, 8 minutes in. And if this is the range, like say if our trading range is here to here, up here to here, that gives us what is that? 2651, 2615. That's pretty good. That's 50 points, I think, right? It's- That's 60 points to play with. I mean, some can be done within that range. 5 minute. Yeah, definitely. Boom, boom. Get some quick little scalps in there. If it breaks out, that could be your opening, your 5 minute opening breakout, open range breakout. Or so it would be the 5 minute open range breakout would be putting it here, which we broke out already once, but I'll put it here on this wick. All right, 940. Pretty much flat chopping. All right, we're making a move. I was gonna say it looks like it's up, then down. This price action is wild. Let me go down here to the ticks and see what's popping. All right, that was down, pushing. We needed to break. If we needed to break below this 50 level, we need 600. I think we should be able to get a good swing on that though. Volume is light. Nobody knows what to do. I think that's what's really happening. Got 2 minutes left on the 15 minute, and pretty much been like a doji. Like, let's go look at it and see what we're looking like. Yup, look at that. Bam, bam. So we haven't broken out to the top or the bottom yet. Will we break out to the top or the bottom? Man. I don't know, man, which one's gonna happen, but I do know that I'm in this trade now. I'm gonna stay in it, and I'm short. So let's go pull back. I ain't even rooting for the gap fill. I'm not even being greedy. I'm just like literally like looking for this right here. Shoot, we can go back and just trend right there. Chop sideways because there's a lot of stuff coming up. You got FMOC this week. You got what else? I don't want to install that. Everything keeps asking me if I want to install crap. No. Get off my block. Um we got hold on a second. Uh, I get it about virus protection, man, but it's annoying and all that. Just let me go onto the computer, please. All right, so what do we have? Top movers today. Google is up, Schwab is up. These are my movers. RCB, Royal Canadian Bank, SoFi Select. What else? Let's see. So Microsoft earnings are on Wednesday, the 29th. That's at 4 p.m. So is Facebook or Meta, MicroStrategy. Oh, they counting them now, huh? And Coinbase. That's all coming up. When is Apple? Apple is also on the 30th at the end of the week. Uh, hmm, looks like Elon Musk, let's see, Tesla risk losing CEO Musk if 1 trillion pay package isn't approved by the board chair. Oh boy, I guess that's bad. I don't know. All right, so it looks like we closed, and that's our levels right there. And we're still within, but we're going up. Yeah, it looks like they're making a decision to try to go out, but we haven't broken out of that range. That 15-minute range was still within that. And that's up to the top, though. I mean, we didn't get the sharp pullback that I thought we was going to get, honestly. Not much volume, though. But this is over here. I'm sure if I would have done this over on the other contract, I probably would be out already, you know? Now I'm thinking I should just go ahead and go long because I don't think we're going to have a pullback. Let's see. So stock market climbs as Trump stokes hopes of U.S. China deal. See, that's the thing. DJT says things, and then later China come back and be like, "Yo, we talked, but it wasn't all that. Like we got a framework. We don't have a deal." You know. Uh, Wicked out on the top right there. That's good for me. What we got on the 15? Looks like we're pushing down. Let's go down. Let's give us some action. See what's happening. We're just range bound. Still sitting there. Nothing special happening. I think everybody's waiting for either Trump or Xi Jinping to say something, and then that'll be the move. See, so President Xi, let's see, I got a lot of respect for President Xi. I think we're gonna come over with a deal. Oh man. Yeah, they ain't gonna have no deal. That's just him talking. The market gonna go down, yo. It's gonna crash and burn. Dang. I should probably go short. I should move my position down lower. This fool ain't even talk to him. Let's see. So we got the earnings of Microsoft, Google, and Meta, and all gonna be on Wednesday, and Amazon is scheduled on Thursday. Yeah. So this is set. I think this is what I think is happening. I think this is a setup. This whole run up right here is a setup for a fallback to force to fall, and it's okay because we're already up this high. And then, so let's see. If I go to the 4 hour, I think I think that we'll fall back down to. Well, let's look at this. Go to the daily right here. This area right here. 20. No, where were we at? Like here. I think we'll fall down to 2400. That's where I think we'll fall to. Let's say that. Let's put 2400. See, because we went sideways there. See how that came up and hit there? And we chopped right there for a long time. That's the beginning of this move. So I think we'll come back to that move to there. So 24, 23.94, what I got right there. And I'm going to change this one to red. And I'm going to make it a big fat line. And what else? Can I put a note on here? No. 24. Oh man, I got rid of it just like that. Price line. So yeah, I think we'll come down to 24. I'll leave it at 24, 27, whatever. But I think we're gonna fall back and we'll hit 2400, and that'll be our pullback. Not today, but in general. That's what I think gonna happen, and then we'll start back up. All right, so we got a bullish pin bar right here on the 5 minute, and it's bullish. So we had it upside down. Now we flipping it around, just dancing in between the Bollingers. But we're in the middle range right now. Nothing to do yet. I gotta go to sleep. It's 10 o'clock. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this on. Let's see. Am I gonna put actual stop loss? Like maybe I don't want to lose a whole lot of money today, or am I gonna risk it for the biscuit? Because let's just say that the market goes up to 27. What would that be for me? Turn this off. 27. If it goes up to 27, it's only one contract. We're at 26, 1. Like if the market takes off for whatever reason, it gets up to 27 today. How much money would that be? Well, I would just be in drawdown overnight, but because I wouldn't close it. So I'm not gonna put nothing on there. I'm just gonna wait and see if we pull back to 26. That's what we need. That's what we want. We're at 26.79 now, and just doing something to do it. Right now, though, this is range bound, like we said earlier. Is nothing to do right there. So we're here to there. Nothing to do. I literally should change this to 2650 and just take that and be out. What does 2650 put me at? Just to be green and call it a day. So I could care less, honestly. Uh, and 2650 is $58. I don't know why I'm trying. What am I trying to do? I'm waiting for 2600. Yeah, we get ready to do that. 2650 it is. We ain't gonna play with this all day. Well, first cancel the buys. Okay, then put this one in there because I don't want to go long on something else. All right, so we adjusted it and we're gonna put it at 2650. We're making a move up now though, and that'll give us 58. Not a lot, but hey, it'll be green. That's also within this range where we were earlier, just slightly at the bottom. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Keeping me honest. Now I'll probably wake up and it'll go down to 2600, which 2600 would equal, I think that's what I was looking for, was $100 or something. 2600 would be $200. 2600 would be 158, but it's cool. I'm good with that. I don't need that. I'm already up on this. Actually, I'm not. That's why, because I'm down already for the day. Hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. All right, bad decision. We just went two, and we moved us up to 2688. So now we'll go short at 2660. What is this? This right here is 2654, 2651, 2650. We go right here. All right, that's where we at. So we got our short in now. We did two contracts, double up, and that's only because try to make that balance out a little bit. But it looks like we're moving up higher, of course. Um, our short is at 2688. We are at 26101. Well, that's our because that's our average price. So yeah. All right, stocks 5150. Gotta take me a nap. Peace. You see why I'm not supposed to be going short? You see how that ran up just like that? That's why you're not supposed to go short in this market. This market does not care about what you think. It still didn't pop up out of the the open range, but it's definitely up there. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so we're running up. Look at that. Look at that. That's why you're not supposed to go against the trend. Am I gonna change my thesis? No, I'm still keeping that because I'm waiting for this pullback, brother. Do I think it's gonna happen? Not today. Not today. So we're running up. Look at that. Am I gonna change my thesis? No, I'm still pullback. But things gonna happen. All right, let's see. So we're coming back down. What's this? This on the 5 minute. Let's see what we can get on what we got going on here. We're outside the Bollinger Band. Look at that. That's crazy. We're making a run for it. Shh. I don't think I'm trading none of this. Yeah, I'm not trading none of this. See what we look like. Okay, so on these ticks on the Bollinger Band, we're on the bottom, trying to push up, pulling back. See, it's pulling back down. So between here and there, I ain't trading nothing. All right, we're running up on the 5 minute, curling. Come back and retest at 14.
opening rank is harder to trade at all time high. Yeah, but you gotta kind of get that out of your mind, right? You gotta kind of get all. It's like almost every day is a new all time high. So you gotta kind of adapt. So that's what you go. It's funny. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? As a trader, it is in your head, but you gotta kind of trade what you see on the charts. That's just what it is. I'm struggling. I'm struggling.
All right, we're pulling back.
So,
Pulling back down to the 14, more than likely.
yeah, I mean, pick the one trade. So I'm comfortable now. I'll wait for this 15-minute candle to close that we're currently in. Because I want to see if it can fill the open range. You can pull back and be right back inside of the 15-minute open range, right? So nothing wrong with being on this. 22nd, 30 expires. So it's just it's a trade. Yeah, it's no, no, we are doing higher.